Good morning, children. Today we will discuss some important question answers from the chapter Electoral Politics. First question: why do we need elections? Answer: in an election, the voters make many choices. They can choose who will make laws for them. They can choose who will form the government and take major decisions. They can choose the party whose policies will guide the government and law making. What are the minimum conditions of a democratic election? Answer: everyone should be able to choose. This means that everyone should have one vote and every vote should have equal value. Then there should be something to choose from. It means that parties and candidates should be free to contest election and should offer some real choice to the voters. Then the choice should be offered at regular intervals. The next point, the candidates preferred by the people should get elected. Then elections should be conducted in a free and fair manner. These are the minimum conditions of a democratic election. Then, is it good to have political competition? Political competition have both merits and demerits. First, about demerits. It creates a sense of disunity and factionalism in every locality. Different political parties and leaders often allegations against one another. Parties and candidates are often use dirty tricks to win election. Then, merits. Regular electoral competition provides incentive to political parties and leaders. Electoral competition reveals the real motive of political parties. It gives choice to voters to choose among the best. What is the difference between general election and by-election? Elections are held in all constituencies at the same time, either on the same day or within a few days. This is called general election. Sometimes elections is held only for one constituency to fill the vacancy caused by death or resignation of a member. This is called a by-election. Then, what are electoral constituencies? Explain. The country is divided into different areas for purposes of elections. These areas are called electoral constituencies. The voters who live in an area elect one representative. For Lok Sabha elections, the country is divided into 543 constituencies. The representative elected from each constituency is called a member of parliament or an MP. Similarly, each state is divided into a specific number of assembly constituencies. In this case, the elected representatives is called the member of legislative assembly or an MLA. Next question. What are reserved constituencies? Why are they necessary in India? What are the provisions of this system of reservation? Answer. Reserved constituencies are constituencies that are set aside for certain weaker sections of the Indian society. Then, necessity of reserved constituencies. The weaker sections of the society may not stand a good chance to get elected to the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. They may not have the required resources, education and contacts to contest and win elections against others. Those who are influential and resourceful may prevent them from winning elections. If that happens, our parliament and assemblies would be deprived of the voice of a significant section of our population. That would make our democracy less representative and less democratic. The provision of this system are, it means the provision of this reserved constituencies are. Some constituencies are reserved for people who belong to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. In a scheduled caste reserved constituency, only someone who belongs to the scheduled caste can stand for election. Similarly, in a scheduled tribe reserved constituency, only someone who belongs to the scheduled tribe can stand for election. Currently, in the Lok Sabha, 84 seats are reserved for the scheduled castes and 47 for the scheduled tribes. Next question. What is called party ticket? Political parties nominate their candidates who get the party symbol and support. Party's nomination is often called party tickets. Then what is the age limit for contesting an election in India? 25 years. Then what details are mentioned in the legal declaration made by candidates? Why is this information made public? Answer. Every candidate has to make a legal declaration giving full details of serious criminal cases pending against the candidate, details of the assets and liabilities of the candidate and his or her family, and educational qualifications of the candidate. This information is made public because this provides an opportunity to the voters to make their decision on the basis of the information provided by the candidates. Let me conclude today's session. Today we have discussed some important questions from the chapter Electoral Politics. Children, study all these question answers and read your textbook well. Thank you. Have a nice day.